Hi YouTubers, welcome to All Things BMW Boxer. I wanted to relay a little story that happened to me over the last weekend. I was going for a ride, so I thought I'd give the bike a good wash, and it's never a good idea to get too carried away with a hosepipe, and certainly not with any kind of pressure hose. But what I did do was to get my bucket out, get my wash and wax shampoo out, which is the right thing to do, and give the bike a good sponging down. And I did the wheels as well. And then when I was finishing off, I got the hose pipe and I thought I'd just spray the wheels and the lower part of the bike and from the front. And I saw the windscreen was a little bit dirty, so I thought I'd give it just a light spray. So from behind I just gave it a quick blast and just a little bit on the instruments as well. And got the towel out, dried it, started up all nice. About 5 k's later on the highway, I got all kinds of catastrophic warnings appearing on the screen, and I'll show you a very quick picture of that on my phone. I initially thought I had a puncture. I hope you can see this. So I had the orange triangle flashing. Which turned to a red triangle at certain points. I had the engine warning light, I had oil pressure warning light, I had EWS flashing on the screen as well. At one point I even had a bulb warning. It said the bulb had gone and that my tyre had gone flat as well. So I stopped the bike and got off the bike on the side of the highway and looked at my tyres, and they were all fine. And what had happened, I think, was that when I sprayed the windscreen from behind, a little bit of water had got into the back of the instruments behind the speedometer and the tachometer and the little LCD computer there. It must have shorted out some of the pins. It was making it appear as if it had every possible catastrophe at the same time. Well, I rode home and then I thought about it and gave it a clean, and then I went for a long ride, probably about 60-70 kilometers, just to get the water out of the system, and it was fine, probably after about 80 kilometers, and I left it parked in the sunshine to dry for a while as well. So my advice to you, just to prevent that happening to you, is to, when you're washing the internals of the bike, behind the windscreen, when you're washing the clocks, rather get a damp cloth or a wet cloth, clean it with a wet cloth, and then take your towel and dry it. And rather don't use your hosepipe to clean your bike. Rather use a bucket of water and a sponge, and just sponge off the soap where you need to. And rather, I think if where possible, rather use a polish, like a good wax, and also use a good protectant or a silicone sealant on your plastics and vinyl bits, but rather just avoid the hosepipe if you can. For wheels it's probably fine, but anything to do with the electrics, upper fairing, rather don't spray it. Well, hope that tip helps you. Have a good day.